here. I want to do a video to talk about what happened with Russia and Prigozhin and the assault that they did. So basically, um, Putin, the real Vladimir Putin, goes to his bunker. He has a bunker in Crimea, and you know, Prigozhin, he knew exactly that he would do this, that he would go to his bunker and hide in his vacation home bunker in Crimea. And when he quoted that he made the wrong choice, he was talking about uh, Vladimir Putin going to his vacation home in Crimea, the bunker. They pretended like he went to St. Petersburg, just like they always pretend like he's going somewhere else when he's really not. Okay, and so he went there, and once he landed, they had to hit the real hit squad waiting at that bunker, and so they were sitting there waiting the whole time for him to show up. And once he showed up, they've just did the whole hit squad on his ass, and and so now after they did that, in order to prevent like the United States from coming in and taking control over the entire country, they took the little puppet that they have. They have a Putin lookalike. Then they put the Putin lookalike back, back into operation. And so now the real Putin has been killed, and that's why there was talks between uh, the leader of Belarus. That's why the leader of Belarus did the negotiations, is because the real Vladimir Putin just got killed, and now they had the fake one in there, and the people don't freak out, and it just maintains the status quo. And now that's why they allowed total amnesty for them, for the Wagner group, because they just took him out. And now they just the leader of Belarus and the leader of of uh, of the leader of Belarus and the leader of the Wagner group, they they just worked out a deal now, because now the leader of Belarus is going to be the real leader of Russia in the future, and they might have a fake like assassination attempt on the lookalike, if need be, if anything happens. So if you see like Vladimir Putin gets assassinated, then that means Vladimir Putin's already dead. If Prigozhin doesn't get killed, because Prigozhin, if the real Vladimir Putin is alive, then the most logical solution would be to kill Prigozhin. Okay, and so if that doesn't happen, then ultimately that's what ultimately happened here, is that the real Vladimir Putin is dead, and they've did a whole change, but they're trying to pretend like Vladimir Putin's still in control. That way, there's no like chance of like a United States invasion or anything like that. They want to minimize the chances of U.S. coming in, then putting boots on the ground and invading. So, and I'm not sure if this is because Vladimir Putin actually got separated from what his original goals. Did he actually start carrying and going against the powers that be, against the Skull and Bones Society? So if you want to see a powerful documentary, the best documentary that's ever been made, in my opinion, I've watched tons of information on this planet. I've collected lots of very important little tiny bits of information, and all these bits of information all together in one documentary, for just based off of the one title, JFK to 9/11, Everything is Rich Man's Trick. And you can search on Google, JFK to 9/11, Everything is Rich Man's Trick, bestmoviefinder.com, and it'll show you the link, and you can click on it and watch it, because they took it off Rumble, they took it off of YouTube, and they've taken it almost off the entire internet at this point, because they do not want you to watch this video. It's literally the most important documentary you'll ever watch. There's tons of JFK stuff out there. It's a bunch of bullshit. A lot of it's made by the CIA. A lot of it's made to just control and mess with your thoughts and perceptions of reality. And so if you want to see the most important one, that's one of the last sites remaining where you can actually see the real documentary. It's 3 hours and 27 minutes long. So after you get done watching this, you should probably go watch that if you haven't watched it yet. So, anyways, that's what's happening with Prigozhin right now, and that's exactly why we went into pretending like he's going to go into Moscow. And once he was going to go into Moscow, the other country, I forgot what they're called, but they're the ones with the beards. They said they were going to send in troops, and so that's why they backed out. They didn't want to deal with dying, needlessly after they've already taken out Vladimir Putin, because they did enough to make him scared. They shot down helicopters. They showed that they weren't going to stop, that they were going to throw everything at it, and that made Vladimir Putin do exactly what Prigozhin knew he would do, which would go to his bunker in Crimea, and because he knows the man is a man of habit, and he knows him more than anyone else, and he's been building this plan for so many years just in case he ever had to deal with the problem. Okay, and this is exactly, he played it perfectly, and now I have a strong feeling, and you can have it guaranteed, if Prigozhin doesn't get killed, then the real Vladimir Putin has been replaced, and now it's just a puppet in control. And then we'll hear a story about how Vladimir Putin got assassinated in the future, potentially. So, and then that's the puppet getting assassinated or whatever. And so, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm not make it any longer than this. Hope y'all have a glorious, magnificent, wonderful, beautiful, awesome, amazing, incredible existence and a time. And I love you all so much. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Oh, let's get